What's up, good people? Alex the Car Doctor here, back with another repair video. Today I'll be performing a thermostat housing job and showing you guys and walking you through the process. It's a pretty easy process. I'll give that job a 1 out of a 10, 10 being the hardest, so it's pretty simple. You can do it with your eyes closed almost. Today's patient is a 2013 Dodge Challenger with the 3.6 V6 engine. All right, grab your wrenches and let's roll. I have my new part, the thermostat housing. It's all in one unit. The tools I will be using is some pliers, a ratchet, my 8mm screwdriver, and a 10mm socket. All right, let's jump right into it. The first step is to remove your engine cover. Next step, 8mm screwdriver. And also you can use 8mm socket and a ratchet on it, but I just decided to use this today. Just loosen those up, and remember you have a air temperature sensor here. And you just squeeze the clip. It's a clip. Squeeze that, and you just pull up and pull out. Set that to the side. All right. Here's my thermostat housing. I'm gonna take my pliers, squeeze the hose clamp together, pull that off. I've already drained the cooling system, if you guys was wondering. Next step, put my 10mm on my ratchet. It's 2 bolts on at the very bottom. And the one at the top. And it should just pop right off. You can tell it's been leaking because of dried up coolant right here. Make sure you pull your old gasket off if it does stay on there. Make sure the new gasket is in place. Make sure your surface is pretty clean and dry. I'm gonna thread in the top one first. The bottom one. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Remember that. And the tightness is sort of like slightly wrist tight. There's a torque spec for this. It's always recommended to use a torque wrench, but if you don't have one, you can just slightly wrist tight on it and it'll be fine. All right, the next step will be to add coolant and to bleed the system. This is actually a bleeder valve. It is either you can either use a flat blade screwdriver or a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to go grab a flat blade screwdriver. So as you notice, I have this slightly loose, or you can just take it out. But you don't have to, because it has these little slits that allows coolant to come up through the bolt. I don't really recommend taking it out because you can lose it. If you listen closely, you can see the air, hear the air coming out. So as you're pouring, it also helps if, well, once you tighten this up, you can squeeze it also to help the air process, the air escape process. So what I'm doing now is I'm squeezing the hose, then closing it back up and releasing it, kind of squeezing the air out. And when I release it, I make sure it's closed so it won't suck back in the air. Just a little tip. Or you can just sit here and wait till it come out. See, now it's coming out a lot faster this way. And all while you're putting coolant in the system. So now it's streaming out pretty good. That's what you want to see. I always get 50-50 mix. I'm already dumped in the coolant. No, I don't get 50-50 mix. I'm sorry, I always get concentrated. I always get concentrated coolant. I like to add my own water. Getting 50-50 mix is just a waste in my opinion. So now what I'm doing is just squeezing the hoses. Make sure all the air bubbles out. And it appears so. Next step I'm gonna do is tighten this up. Now when you tighten this, be very careful. You really just need to tighten with your 2 fingers and grip it with your thumb. Bam, that's all it takes. You don't have to grab it and you will break it. So don't do that. All right, now I'm gonna put the intake back on, because if you crank it up without this sensor, it'll throw a check engine light. Let the car sit here and run with the heat on. Can't see. Make sure you plug your air temperature sensor back up. There we go. Tighten these down at this time. All right, now I'm gonna go start the car. Now I'm gonna talk you through this process a little bit. Basically, I'm just gonna let the car sit here and run for about 10-15 minutes with the cap off. That'll allow any bubbles to escape out the system. So I'm gonna cut it off. Real quick for you guys. And anything I'm missing? Nope. Double check your area. If you want, you can go ahead and move the car outside, or if it's already outside, you can hose down the motor, the front of it, because it's coolant everywhere. And that, good people, is how you do a thermostat housing on a 2013 Dodge Challenger. If you have any questions pertaining to this job, hit me up in the comments. Alice the Car Doctor out.